Hey folks, it's Adirondack Jim from Adirondack Jim's Carve Signs. So today I wanted to just show you the tools that I use most commonly to carve signs. I carve in two styles. One of them is engraved and the other one is relief. So I use different routers for different things. These are my main workhorses. This is the Dewalt 618 series, 2¼ horsepower. It's got soft start, variable speed, great ergonomics, especially if you have small hands. It's got a really low center of gravity. I have a custom cast acrylic base plate, which makes a big difference in stabilizing your router. I use this for engraving. The bearings don't really last too long, and if you've ever had to have your router fixed, it's cheaper to just buy another router, so it's something to keep in mind. But it is great as long as you're not kicking a lot of sawdust up into the bearings. I don't believe that they're sealed. This is my favorite router, and it's withstood the test of time. It's the Makita RF1101, 2¼ horsepower, very lightweight, variable speed, simple, no frills here. What I like about this, it's very easy to maneuver. It's got a Lexus-like smooth motor. It's relatively quiet, very easy to use, very powerful. Again, I have a cast acrylic custom base on the bottom, which is oversized. And the reason I did that is it is taller than the Dewalt, so it's going to be a little bit top heavy. And to counterbalance out the top heaviness, I added on a custom base plate. So it's smooth, it's silky, it's powerful. It can go hours and hours and days and months and years on end, and it won't complain one bit. This is the best router, in my opinion, for carving signs. This is a Porter Cable 890 series Plunge. I use this for template work. I use it for when I have to do straight lines. Very powerful. The best plunge mechanism, I think, in the industry. It's a little bit too big for sign carving, so I don't really use it for that. And then this is the Porter Cable straight edge guide with a micro adjustment, and I use that when I have to carve very straight lines along a sign. Very useful tool, relatively inexpensive too. This is the plunge base to the Makita RF1101 that I use this for carving relief signs, because you have to have a very large base to support the piece while you're carving into it. That's a whole other story, but I'd say it's an average plunge base. Not my favorite, but it does the job. I made this myself. Just ordered a sheet of acrylic 1/3 of an inch and cut the holes in it. This is my workstation here. I got a caddy there, my router caddy, and then this is a device that I invented for cutting miters, complex angles. When you get N's, M's, any tough angle, this is really good to use. Simple piece of MDF with a Rockler soft handle, because I have arthritis, and I just routed a groove in the back, and it is great for getting nice, clean, straight cuts. If you're doing straight cut routing, you really, really need one of these. This is what I use to measure my bit height. I have all my bits here all together, so I can grab them pretty easily. So anyhow, just thought I would share that. Thanks for tuning in.